Hey folks, and welcome back to Gaming with Geronimo. We're back with our trusty pink rock candy controller, a little 3DS modded Dragon Quest VIII adventure. This is episode 6, and last time in episode 5, Yangus promised us proper Pint and Pickham. And Trode's ready to prove that he's more than just a grumpy coach driver. But let's just say, getting a drink in Pickham isn't all it's cracked up to be. Things are about to go sideways, and even our royal, horsey friend isn't safe from the chaos. Grab your mugs, hang on tight, and let's dive into this misadventure. So here we are. We are outside of Escantha, and we are going to travel south as our next location is going to be Pickham. So we're going to go south, and we're going to just try to avoid as much of the enemies as we can. So if you're lower level fighting these gorillas, I wouldn't recommend it. Here is a house. You can go in here and rest if you need to. You can come in here, read a book. You can save your game. It's a diary of a weapons dealer. So here we might learn a recipe. Dear Diary, I heard great rumor in the pub today. It seems you can convert a common leather whip into a snakeskin whip using the alchemy pot. Sounds like all you need is a whip and an item with scales. I wonder if I have a weapon with scales in my shop. I can hardly wait to go to work tomorrow. So Geronimo discovers a new recipe for the alchemy pot. A snakeskin whip. A leather whip plus a scale shield. So once again, going through the game, you can learn different spells or alchemy recipes that you can use in the game to beef up your party. Later in the game, we'll be able to get over there to that island, but right now we're not. So we're just going to keep rolling on. Now, what I would recommend when you're playing the game and you're out treasure hunting is to run along the edges of any mountains, hills, or ravines, tree lines, and what have you, and that can kind of help you run into treasure chests. So our key doesn't fit that lock, so we need a special key for that, and we will get that key later. Alright, so we have this sign here, and it tells us Pickham to my left and Escantha Castle to my right. Let's go in through here. Alright, so as we cross through here, some of the enemies will get a little bit stronger, a little bit more dangerous. And when we come into Pickham, there is this building here to the left. This is the monster arena. Let's go ahead and visit this. The door is locked. Well, who is this? So if you watched my complete metal slime grinding tutorial that I recently put out on the channel, you'll actually see that character in my party. So while we're here, before we go up, if you just go around to the back side, got a chest here. Let's see if we can open it. Remember, I have the super fast moving, so it's hard to control your character. Doesn't seem to fit, so I need a special key for that one too. But my blue chest opens anytime. Well, it will respawn pretty regularly. So magic water. Don't really need that right now. Alright, so we're going to go up this little path here. We're going to go up and try to talk to this guy right here. Doesn't want to talk to me. Well, let's just walk away.
Ah, you come to see me, and I ignore you. What was I thinking? Come, speak, I listen. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Morrie. Here, I borrow my ears to the wind.
Let's talk to him one more time.
I hear it on the wind. There is someone magnifico come here soon. Oh, ragazzo, you are a traveler, see? Then I ask you one favore. Here, take this.
So the party acquires 3 memos.
When we have finished talking, you take a look at these memos, huh? Each one has written on the informazione of the notorious monsters. Find them, fight them, send them to me! It is not to worry, ragazzo. For you, it will be a slice of cake. I see it in your eyes. Buona fortuna and good hunting!
All right, so we gotten 3 memos here. Let's go ahead and take a look at them. So we got Morrie's memo number 1. Drama picks up Morrie's memo number 1. Slimy Smiley. Fighting style. Slimy as a Casanova and all over you just as quickly. Spotted near a dilapidated castle. Not a bad slime, a really bad slime. Alright, so I need to go find this slime. I know where that slime is, and eventually that'll be the 3rd monster that we try to go after. Let's read this one. The Hollow Knight. Lonely Joe. Restless armor. Fighting style, walks all over foes like a centipede and stilettos. Sighting spotted on a riverbank near Myale Abbey. Loves to roam alone. We've actually passed this character and recommended that we don't fight him when we were going to the Ruined Abbey. So we're going to go back and we're going to get this guy here pretty soon. And then the last one. Squiggly Squiggler. Squiggles. Calamari Kid. Like a wriggling plate of spaghetti tossed in your face. Spotted at the water's edge near Lady's Bandit's lair. Additional info, a naughty boy who likes to get his feet wet. Alright, so this will be the first one that we go after. So we're going to go grab this one now, and it is getting dark, but that's okay. And as it gets dark, the monsters the enemies out here are going to change. But what we're going to do first is we're going to use magic, and we're going to use Holy Protection. This will get some of these weaker monsters out to disappear. And now, let's try to go really quick and get Squiggles. So we can see on the map down over here, as you can see, I'm running along the edge of the shore. Now Squiggles is going to be over here on the other side in between these two, and then down to the left. So let's see if we can run into Squiggles out here on the beach. Now, there is Squiggles. So these monsters are located all throughout. They'll have this little signal above them, symbol. And these monsters we can fight. And each one of them will drop a coin. We're going to just attack normal. That was easy. So Squiggly Squiggler is defeated. Each party member receives 408 experience points, and the party obtains 140 gold coins. The Squiggler drops a treasure chest, and Geronimo bags a copper monster coin. Alright, so you have a chance to get copper, silver, and gold monster coins. So the stronger and the more devastating the monster is, the better coin you'll get. You can sell those coins for monies if you're in a pinch. And then for this purpose, the Squiggles will actually go straight to Morrie. But once we collect all the monsters and we go back and visit Morrie, he's got a surprise for us. And then we'll learn a little bit more about these monsters and how they evolve in the game. Squiggly Squiggler rises up again. Squiggly Squiggler looks at the party with respect. So this particular enemy has a 70 HP, an attack of 61, a defense of 60, and agility of 100. Send Squiggly Squiggler to Morrie's place, and yes, we want to send him. And that's the first monster taken care of. So that's pretty good, and there is an important value to those stats that the monsters have. We'll talk about that a little bit later when we're more in depth with the monsters, and I'll break them down to you and how they kind of work. So now you can see in the map in the upper right, we're going to go to that little village nested into the trees there in the top. You see where I'm pointing. Now the enemies should spawn back here soon. But we're going to Pickham. We're here at nighttime. Let's take a walk into Pickham. Now it's important that you go into each one of these towns and neighborhoods.
Well, Yangus, at least you were right about something. No one here so much as bats an eyelid at me.
Remember, when you go into these places, they also populate on your zoom map, so they're a place that you can zoom back to later in the game if you need to. So make sure that you do enough exploring and get these things populated into your zoom option menu.
So, the pub awaits. I'll go on ahead, and I wouldn't want to get in your way. You go and find this Brains fellow. I'll be waiting for your report.
A little bit of a zero sugar sweet tea. It's pretty good.
Waiting? Boozing more like. Come on, Gov. Let's forget about him and head over to Brains's. Some of us have got to keep our minds on the job, eh? We got to find that Dalmagus.
I'm not worried about all the loot that's here right now, but this place has got a lot of loot. So when you get to Pickham, make sure that you do your searching around. As you can see on the map on the right, you can see a well, you can see the item shop, the inn, the pub, the chapel, weapons, armor shop. You got a couple different pubs to go to, and you can see where we're located. So you can see over here, you see this guy laying down on the ground. So at night, you're able to go in through here, but you don't have access to anything because all the shops are shut down. But during the daytime, you have this right side of the alley that is open. So we're going to go ahead and hit that up. We're going to look for brains. We're not going to avoid anything that's in our path, but we're not going to go too much out of our way. I do recommend going into here, get a couple little things of loot. Remember, mini metals matter. Make sure to look at these bags on the side of the wall. Find a seed of strength. Now, remember, I've already started the Dragon Quest XI series as well, and you're not able to search the bags on the wall. Mini metal. But in Dragon Quest VIII, you are. Alright, I think the biggest thing in here was the mini metal and the seed of strength. Both very beneficial. Seed of skills are awesome too. So we're going to go down here because we're looking for brains. So I'm going to take you where brains is located. So to get to brains, we got to come here on the roof. There's a couple places we can go into. We can actually go into here, but we're not going to. But brains is located all the way over here on the other side. And we're going to go down in here. There is some pots over here. We might as well just grab those being we're already here. Mini metal. That's good. Every little bit helps. We're not collecting all the mini metals in order. That's another video for another time. If you'd like me to do a mini metal grind, let me know.
Well, this is Brains' gaff, but he looks like he ain't home. Ah, well, we better get back to the pub and ask the old codger what he wants to do.
So being we're here already, he wants to get back to the pub and talk to King Trode. You can come in here and start reading tons of books and just seeing if they have anything valuable for you. We won't spend a lot of time reading through them. But, yeah, well, I'm sorry about that. Seed of Wisdom. Get some gold. And we'll go back. So now they're wanting us to go back and talk to King Trode. And that we will do. He's at a pub. He's not at this pub. We'll come back to this pub later. But where he is at is he's at this pub. This is also where the inn is at. Hey look, the Horse Princess. Yeah, there's our wagon. He's been wanting to get a drink forever. He's been left out of all of the towns that we go to and visit. And there he is. As always, you go in different places. You can go and try to loot it up. Bottle of fresh milk. Alright, let's talk to King Trode.
It never used to be this difficult to get a drink. Another thing that wretched Dulmagus is responsible for. Confound him, and confound this curse. But it's Medea who's really suffering. Turned into a horse, just when she was betrothed to be married. Oh, you're back already. That was unduly expedient of you. So, have you found out where Dulmagus is? What was that? I thought I heard Medea. Medea! Where's Medea? She's gone!
Uh-oh. Guess I should have known better. People round here don't care where you come from. They care about what you come with.
Are you saying some mini-hammer crook from this slum has kidnapped my daughter?
Oh, keep your hair on, Grandad. Whoever it was can't have gone far. They'll still be in town somewhere.
Well, we must find them then. Forget everything else. Getting Medea back is all that matters. Well, what are you waiting for? You heard me, didn't you? We must find the culprit immediately and save my precious daughter.
Alright, so spoiler alert, I know where the culprit is, and we will go and get that culprit, and it'll save you a little time of having to do your searching around. Well, what do we got here?
998, 999, 990, oh yeah, a grand, sweet. He knows his stuff, that old merchant. He could see how much it was worth. I'm thinking that horse was a piece of cake. Easy dosh, Mitch, eh? Easy dosh. Hey. Hey, who's that? Oh no, you ain't the owner of that horse, is ya?
So, it was you! You're the scoundrel responsible for taking the princess!
Oh, what the hell? Get that monster away from me! What's it on about? What princess? I only knocked off a horse!
Who are you calling a monster? Give my Medea back right now or suffer the consequences.
Hey, easy, take it easy, I swear. I didn't know it was no monster princess or nothing. Here, have it all. This is all the dough I got for it, I swear. Just don't hurt me.
What? You sold my daughter? That's it! Slay this worthless wastrel!
Hold your horses, Grandad. Sorry, I mean take it easy. This tow rag ain't good enough for the gov's sword. All right, you. Let's hear it. Sell it down Beggar's Alley, did ya? To old Dodgy Dave, eh?
Yeah, that's it. Know him, do you?
Right then. Hand over the dough. If I find out you've been telling me porkies, you're brown bread. Do you hear?
Look, I ain't been lying, mister. I swear. Here, 1,000 gold pieces. That's what he give me for it.
No need to worry. The black market geezer he was talking about is a mate of mine. He'll give us back the horse princess if we give him back the dough. I mean money.
Then why are we dallying around here? We must go to this geezer's shop immediately.
Alright, so we have control again. Just check out the... Oh, a bunny tail. That's nice. Rennet powder. So rennet powder and milk will actually make you cheese. What we do, we can't do anything in the alchemy pot right now because the horse princess and the carriage is taken away. It's a very touchy controller. But if we go into our items and we go into our bag, we transfer over, we can equip the bunny tail. We got Jessica with the gold bracer. So let's see. Give her the bunny tail. That gives her a little bit of extra speed. Transfer that gold bracer. Gets a little defense. Yangus has slime earrings. That'll give him speed. Bunny tail gives Jessica speed. Angelo really doesn't have much of anything. So we're going to go ahead and pop this one on Angelo. Gives him a little bit more strength. And we won't worry too much about anything else right now. We'll get that later. But always remember, try to loot what you can and then find a good stopping point, especially when you leave a town. Don't do it during town. Wait until you leave the town before you start equipping all your equipment. If you organize your items in your bag, you will find that you can... that it will organize it in order from least strongest to strongest. So this is the other pub. This is where we want to go to meet Dodgy Dave. And so when we come into here, you got some barrels in here. You can bust those up, get you a little bit more loot. Some waterweed mold. And then we want to talk to this guy. Huh, you want to go around back? Got some business to do, eh? And he opens it. Now, if you go before you trigger that, be my guest. If you go before you trigger that scene, after the before the horse is stolen, this barkeep won't let you in the back. So don't try to expedite it. Go through all the cutscenes. Before I talk to him, let's just check the loot. Mini metal, those are always nice. And here we go.
Well, if it ain't old Yangus. Ain't seen your mush round here for a while. Got some knocked off gear you want to get rid of, have ya?
Nah, mate. Wash me hands of all that. I'm travelling round with the governor here now. But that's not why I'm here. That legless old rump Mitz was in here before selling you an horse and cart, wasn't he? It's just that we need him back They belong to the Gov here, see? Mitt's only went and half-inched them. I gave him the squeeze, and he said he sold them to you. That's why we're here.
You had 'em pinched by Mitch? You? You must be going soft, Yangus, getting stitched up by someone like him. Yeah, he was here selling the Olsen cards. I gave him a good price for 'em. So I did have 'em, but I don't know how to tell you this. I sold 'em already.
You what? Who to? We need 'em back, desperate like.
Well, I don't know how to tell you this either. I sold 'em to Red.
You what? Red? The old artful dodger herself? You're having a giraffe, aren't ya?
Sorry, Yangus, straight up. Look, it's out of my hands now. You'll have to sort it out yourself.
So, not going into the backstory, but Red and Yangus have a little history. Let's go ahead and, well, if we talk to him again, he won't do anything for us now. You know where Red's place is, don't you? You'll have to talk to her and try and figure out between yourselves now. Alright, so we're done here. There's not really a lot more that we can do.
I don't believe it. Now Red's mixed up in all this. It's the last thing I want to do right now. But we're gonna have to pay her a visit. She lives in a gaff southwest of town. Nice little pad it is. Slap bang wallop in the middle of a lake. Come on, Gov. If we want to help the horse princess, that's where we got her head. To the southwest.
Alright, so we're done here. We gotta leave. And we're on our way. By the way, we got us a little cow there. Get us some milk. Now, there's somewhere that I read that the cows will reproduce milk later in the game. I have yet to see that, so I don't know the validity of that. Maybe that's something we could try out later. But you can see on the map there, close to where the magnifying glass is, that is where Red is located, and that's where we're going. My Holy Protection is still on. It's going to wear off here shortly. We're going to kick it back on again. That way we just don't have to worry about getting caught up. This allows us to travel the game a little faster. And as always, the places we go, we want to make sure we loot a little bit. Alright, there she is. That is our horse princess. Oh, she is locked in there. Mini metal. There's our... Alright, so we're in the right place. That's good. Let's go up to the house. Who's this?
I need to speak with Red. You're gonna have to let us through.
Yangus, you think Red's gonna want to see your ugly muss? Oh, get out of here. Oh, Pete.
Don't you boss me around, mate. I ain't going nowhere till I see Red, so shift, skivvy.
Skivvy? Who the hell do you think you are?
What's all the noise? I can hear your gabbing from in here.
Oh, sorry, boss. I got some geezer with no manners out here. He'll be gone in a mo.
It's Yangus, isn't it? Just let him in. I'll speak to him myself.
You heard the boss. Go on. Inside with you.
So if you're trying to play this game really fast and you flip through the scenes really quick, you can be to this part of the game in about 45-ish minutes to an hour, give or take. We've been playing this for a few hours now as we're going through all the scenes. But if you go to the next part, which is you're getting ready to see where the story is going to lead to, if you do that first and then come back here to Red's house for the first time and then leave the entire place altogether, go to the outside world, and then go right back in, you can expedite your way through this really quick and then get moving on to the next scene. Let's go in. Alright, so there's Red sitting over there. She's got some books in here. And what do we got here? Well, why not? Let's go ahead and get our slime. Yep. And we also... Let's see. Oops, got this. Hairband. Jessica can use that. Also, we got a book to read, but before we read a book, one of the other quests is to get a picture of Red. And there we go. Let's read a book really quick. Family jewels. We're not going to go through all of that. Read that. Mini metal. We won't be able to access everything down here right now, but there is a cage in there with a special key required, and you can get some loot in there. Well, now it's time. Let's talk to Red.
Don't often see your face round these parts anymore, Yangus. So, what brings you here?
It's like this, Red. You bought an horse from the black market drum in Pickham, right? Well, it belongs to this bloke I'm travelling with, see? Someone pinched it off him and then sold it on. That's how it came to be in the shop. I ain't gonna beat around the bush. I need it back. I'll pay whatever you want for it. Name your price.
Straight up as usual, eh, Yangus? I like that about you. But I'm not selling that horse. She's a quality mare. Toes the line and she's got a decent coat on her. You know how much I like quality. However much you're willing to pay, I am not parting with it.
What? Not for nothing? Look, it ain't for me. It's for me mate. I've got to get her back. I'll do anything you want.
Oh, interesting. Never thought I'd hear words like that coming out of your mouth. Must be a good mate, eh? All right then, here's what you're gonna do. I'm sure you haven't forgotten the cave just north of here, right? Just bring us the jewel that's hidden in there. You know, the Venus tear.
What? Not that. You know I've been in that cave before and...
You just said you'd do anything I want. You gonna welch on that now, are ya? Just bring us the Venus tear. Then I'll think about the horse.
All right, we got our marching orders. So let's go ahead and see if we can get that tier. All right, so our holy protection should still be there, which is fine. So we're going up to that little sandy area there in the top. And here we are. Once we get into here, we'll be able to zoom back and forth here if we need to. And just remember, I don't know where everything is off the top of my head, but if you travel around the edges will always bring you to something. So whether it be a treasure chest or some kind of a monster or some kind of loot. All right, here we are. We're in here to get the Venus tier. So,
There's the chest. The Venus tier's supposed to be locked away in that. Must be a real gem. This ain't the first time I've had a bash at this place. I ain't never managed to get as far as the chest, mind. But I ain't doing the off without it this time. We're gonna get that Venus tier.
alright, so I still have my Holy Protection, and I'm going to continue to use that. This labyrinth was created for the purpose of protecting the Venus tier. Only those with wisdom strength shall obtain true glory. Alright, so here we go. Let's get in here. We'll try to get what loot we can while we're here. These kind of... Let's see. So this little liquid there will actually hurt you. Got 1,000 coins, that'll be nice. Got a cacao pack. Show ingredient. Alright, as always, try to get all the loot that you can. And you're going to see, you're going to throw down a lot of these pots and not get much of anything. Seed of Magic. The Seed of Magic alone is worth throwing down some pots to get it figured out. Mini metal is also worth a lot. Red mold, that's a good one. Antidotal herb. And another mini metal, we'll take it. Nothing. Just a painting on the wall. Alright. Kitty shield, that'll be beneficial. We'll come back to that. Hey, and this treasure chest is actually a cannon box. Let's go ahead and get this guy handled. So we'll fight. We'll go to abilities. We're gonna do multi-thrust. Abilities. We'll do an Axis of Evil. Spells. Accelerate. And a Falcon Slash. And got him. I definitely recommend be around level 16 or 18 when you get here. That's why this was easy for me. Just went up a level. So I just learned Zing. That allows me to... It allows me to attempt to bring someone back to life with a 50% success rate. Alright, so moving on. Alright, so here is a spot in the floor to fall down. If you hit this door, it's going to knock you down there. So we're not going to hit that door. Let's go down. It's funny, doors to nowhere. Reminds me of the Winchester Mystery House in San Jose. Holy protection wears off. Let's hit that on again. Alright, so you see these little statues. You can just push onto them, move them out of the way. And then... there you go. And that sword is pointing to the direction on the wall that I need to travel. Another mini medal. So we don't want to go back upstairs. We can come over here. So we need to get that drawbridge down. So very similar. You hold on to it. You can pull. Pretty self-explanatory. Add here. Alright, so we can't see up here very well, but there is a hole in the ceiling. And it's a certain spot, which is right here. So we got to push and line these statues up. To jump me up through that hole. So we got that one. Same thing. And there it is. So what we're going to do here is we're going to click on here. Welcome to Secret of the Venus Tier. Now begins your final trial. It heals us up on this side. So everything is fully restored, so you get a chance to fight with full power. You who boast the wisdom to solve the riddle of the swordman now must prove your strength. If you lack the courage for judgment, you may retreat into the hole behind you and leave this place. Alright, so we don't want to retreat into the hole. We actually want to go up here. But before we go up here, this controller is so sensitive. Items, bag, kitty shield, transfer, can't be equipped, but we want to go ahead and, well, being St. Angelo doesn't have a shield, we will give it to him. So that gives him a little bit more defense. Let's organize items or sort bag contents by type. Alright, we're going to go back into the bag and we're going to just start going through. By the way, I have a total right now 15 mini medals. Alright, we got so we don't have any extra special weapons. Hairband, let's see. Yeah, it's not going to be as good as the feather hat. So I think we have everything that we need to do this fight. So let's go ahead and go up here. Now, before you fight these battles, if you do a quick save, we want to record in our adventure log. We save it. Do we want to continue? We hit yeah, and this allows us, in case we die, we can start over. Which is not going to happen. We're not going to die. Alright, so this boss is really tough if you're low level. It won't be tough for me. So my first ability we're going to do is going to be a multi-thrust. For Yangus, we're going to do the Axis of Evils. For her, Jessica, we're going to give Yangus an oomph, which is going to increase his power. And then for spells, we're going to do Kabuff, which is going to increase the defense for all the party members. Alright, multi-thrust, Axis of Evil, spells, we're going to oomph the hero. Spells, we're going to mid-heal Yangus, and that should be good. Oh, that sucks. Really settle that on. There we go. Finally. That was a little bit of a long battle. So you can imagine I was at a level 29. Just imagine if you're at level 18 or 17 trying to fight this boss. It's going to be a tough fight. And we got the Venus tier.
So this is it, eh? The Venus tier. You beauty. You know, Gov, last time I tried to get this stone, I'd done it for Red. Now we're just rivals, I guess. But I actually used to have a bit of a thing for Red.
You don't think?
Back in them days, she wasn't a scary old bird like she is now. And I was well green. So, I thought I'd get her the Venus tier to impress her like. But I ended up doing myself an injury, and I had to leave it. Never thought I'd end up getting it like this, though. I wonder how it would have all turned out if I had got it back then, eh? Anyway, just me old wounds. Would you mind keeping this to yourself, Gov? Ain't the kind of thing you want going around.
Alright, as always, we're going to evac. We don't want to go through all of that again, and then we're going to go back to Red. Now, we were at Red's place, but unfortunately, we can't zoom to her place. So we actually have to travel it.
There, I got it. The Venus tier.
Now that is quality. Oh, yes, this is the real deal. Well, Yangus, you excel yourself.
Now, hand over the horse and cart like you promised.
I never promised that. I said I'd think about it when you bought me the goods. And I've thought about it now, and I'm still not giving it back. You can keep the stone.
Oi, that ain't what you promised. That's a pretty low trick, Red. I'm surprised at ya.
She did say I would think about it. You rewind it back and you'll be able to see.
Promises? You want to talk about promises? If I remember rightly, you promised me ages ago you'd bring me that stone.
What? That was years ago. You can't dredge up the past like that.
Well, you're in no position to argue. I ain't saying it again. The horse stays with me.
Yeah, right. I was out of line before, breaking me promise to you and all. I ain't surprised you act off with me. But this ain't just about me now. I can't leave without the horse. It's for the Gov. Look,
Oh.
do what you want with me. But I'm begging you, give the horse back.
Hey? Oh. All right. Behave, would ya? Stop grovelling about on the floor. Be a man.
Man it up.
Well?
I thought I'd have a bit of fun with you, but you've lost it. Have the horse. Do what you want with it. But I'll be keeping that Venus tier. That's what we agreed, right?
Yeah, fair enough. Thanks, Red, and sorry about everything.
Oh, for crying out loud. Pull yourself together. We're done here, right? So go on then. Hop here.
All right.
Red told me to get the horse out for you before you got here. Looks like she knew you'd come out with the goods. She must rate you.
Oh dear,
What a terrible ordeal you must have been through. I'm so sorry. I won't leave you alone again.
Probably a smart choice.
I'll never go to the pub like that again. I promise.
I'll let that be a lesson to you, to go to the pub. Of course, I do like a good shepherd's pie. And sometimes a cold one on tap. Just one, though.
God blimey!
Well, we're ready to leave whenever you are. What's our next destination?
How about trying brains again? Maybe the old geezer will be around to give us some intelligence this time. Let's head back to Pickham. We've got to find out where Magus is. Otherwise we'll just be wandering around like headless chickens.
It will be no hardship to me if I never ever set foot in Pickham again. But I suppose we have no choice.
Alright, so we're going to zoom. Go to Pickham. And if you all remember where Brains was at, he's on the top of the roof, so we're going to go back in that area. Now remember, there is a lot of places to go visit here. A lot of rooms, a lot of loot in here, good and not so good. So make sure when you're coming through you spend some time in this place. And there's Brains.
Hello, Brains. Long time no see. Back at last, eh?
Well, well, look who it is. You came when I was out, did you, Yangus? I'm sorry I wasn't here. But you're back again. So, if I'm not mistaken, you must be in need of some information. Am I right?
Always on the ball, eh, Brains? We're looking for this bloke who looks like a clown. Goes by the name of Magus. He's a slippery customer. Keeps getting away from us. Have you heard anything?
Yes, I've heard about him. The criminal responsible for murdering the abbot of Maella Abbey, no less. My sources report seeing him walking over the surface of the sea toward the western continent.
The western continent? That's a bit hazy, isn't it? Can't you be more specific?
Sorry, that's all I know. I wish I could tell you more.
Well, if you don't know nothing more, Brains, there ain't nothing more to know. We'll have to go to the western continent ourselves.
A fine idea. But aren't you forgetting something? How do you intend to cross the sea?
Eh?
Monster attacks at sea have been significantly worse recently. All crossings from here and from the northern continent have been cancelled. You could go if you had your own ship, but unless I'm misinformed, you don't. I'd say that will pose quite a problem.
Yeah. I hadn't thought of that.
No, I can see that. Well, perhaps I can help you out there with a little snippet of information I heard. Follow the cliffs along the coast to the west from Port Prospect, and you will come to a wide open wasteland. According to what I hear, there's an old abandoned ship there. I don't know why a ship should be in a place devoid of water, but anyway, people say it's a magic ship. If you could get it up and running again, you'd be able to sail anywhere you wanted. You might want to try the path to the west of Port Prospect. It was blocked by a rock slide, but I hear that's been cleared up now.
All right. So we got to go to Port Prospect, but first we need Lonely Joe. So let's see if we can zoom from here. And we're going to go out to Simpleton. And because there's no more storyline, we can actually just leave, which is good. We're not going to go in the Simpleton. We're going to go back the next way. We're going to go fight Lonely Joe and send him to Morrie. And then, and look at this. The blue chest has respawned. So if you look at the other episodes, I think this will be the third time that it's or the second time it's respawned, the third time that we've gotten loot from it. Holy Protection wears off. Now, just really quick, you see that bell that's in front of me? Those you can fight, and when you're low level, you got to be careful because they'll wipe your party out. But they recall each other, and they'll bring more into the fight. And then they can get so overwhelming that you can't take them out. You know what? Let's just fight them, and I'll show you what I mean. I'm not going to really do much to fight them right now. You got 3 of them there, so I'm going to fight, and I'm just going to psych up. I'm going to go over here to spells. I'm going to do a little Accelerato. I'm going to do his spells, and I'm going to kabuff the team. And calls for backup. So, same thing. We're going to psych up. We're going to do one more Accelerato, one more kabuff, and that should be good. Calls for backup. Gets another. Kind of hurt. Psych up. We'll do an attack on these 2. Abilities. We'll do a Falcon Slash on one of those. I'm going to try to psych him up one more time to see if I can get to 100. Nope. Nope. So we'll go ahead and fight normal now. We'll do multi-thrust. And that should wipe everybody out. And there it is. So you can see they just keep calling more to come back to help them out, and you can level up that way fast as well if you don't have metal slimes that you can go after. So there's Lonely Joe. We're gonna go ahead and fight him. We'll destroy him really quick. Send him to Morrie, the Hollow Knight, but he doesn't recognize the presence. And there it is. The Hollow Knight is defeated. Each party member runs 560 experience, 510 gold. Angelo increases level. That's good. Gets his health up. Learns Thwack. Let's get that. Learns the Miracle Slash. Drops a copper coin. Hollow Knight rises up again. 114 HP, 120 attack, 81 defense, 53 agility, so much stronger than Squiggles. Hollow Knight looks at the party with respect. Send to Morrie's place. Yep. And now that's 2 of the 3 letters that we have honored up to this point. We'll get the third one taken care of on next episode, but we got one more spot to go to, or 2 more spots, and then we're done with this video. Let's go ahead and zoom. We're going to go to Port Prospect. We're going to go inside Port Prospect really quick because we took a lot of pictures and we want to share them. Ah, hello there, Geronimo. I hope you're making good use of your travels and taking some interesting photographs. Ah, splendid. It looks like you've managed to snap a photograph I was after. Now then, let's have a good look. So he's going to look at it and he's going to stamp off the booklet. Look at all those that we got. You've completed 6 new challenges and look at all those stamps. I've obtained 9 stamps. Completed. And I earned a file of Amor Seco Essence. Got another one. Complete. I've earned a seat of skill. And that is where we're at. If you manage to take a photograph of subject of any quest in my challenge codex, I'll give you a little reward, you know. Any photographs removed from your album will still remain on the SD card, so don't worry about taking too many. Shoot away with impunity. Be sure to check the challenge codex occasionally, won't you? It's in the miscellaneous menu. Alright, so we got that. We're not going to be worried about staying here. We want to go to our next stop, and then we're going to call it good. So as I said, there was this path here. It was blocked before, but it is not now. So up here it was blocked with a lot of rubble and debris. It is now open. And let's go into here really quick. This crown is stuck and it won't budge.
Get this crown off me. I'm the Lord here. No, I'd like this to your food. Only was the one thing at the top of the building, but I fell in and down I could breath along. That clown was and said Blum had to glide from below. It's all
Alright, so we got Slime Crown. Alright, let's climb up. And this little hut right here, this is called the Hilltop Hut. We're going to go in here. We're going to stay the night so we can heal. Welcome to our inn. Would you like to spend the night? Rest for a while. In either case, I can offer you a rate of 4 gold coins. So far, this is going to be our cheapest place to stay the night other than Fairbury. So we're going to go ahead and stay overnight. Rest, re-heal. What? King Trode's working on the alchemy pot. Just had a restful sleep. Come again. Alright, and then we have right here the statue. Let's get this little piece in the corner. Mini medal. And let's go here and save our game. Welcome, bless you, my child. You may not believe it. You may not believe it to look at me now, but in my younger days, I was quite a looker. People used to call me the sexy sister. Okay. I wonder if there's anything I can do to help you today. Let's see. Wayward sheep goddess shepherds, welcome to the house of the good of the goddess. How may we help you? We're going to do a confession and save. Allow me to save your records. Which adventure log? We're going to save in number 2. Yep. And do you plan to continue your adventure? And no, we do not. And there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. That is the end of episode number 6. We'll pop in number 7 here in another few days or a week or so. And make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Put in your comments anything you'd like to see me play, anything you'd like to see me do specific in this game, or if there's other games you'd like me to try out there. Also on the mobile side of things, I download games so you don't have to. So make sure to hit me up if there's something that you would like me to play and you know, in some way either showcase the quality of the game or maybe even show out the bad things of the game, like all the ads that are in it or something of that nature. So you know, we can expose it if you need, if we need to or choose to do so. But without that, thanks again for gaming with Geronimo, and until next time, peace out.